The other day, I released a video about Pastor Greg Locke burning a book on separation of church and state, written by an attorney with the Freedom from Religion Foundation named Andrew Seidel. Greg's actions backfired, and a lot more people wound up buying Andrew's book than otherwise would have even known about it. The FFRF, Seidel's organization, also put out a video about Greg's book burning shenanigans.
I looked at it with the horror and revulsion that any thinking person feels when they see a book being burned and all the connotations, especially historical connotations, that come with that. I will also admit that I do feel a touch of pride too. I mean, this is a book that is so threatening to this man's identity as a Christian nationalist that he can't even begin to read it. The title enough was what made him just burn the book and try to destroy it. But burning books doesn't destroy the ideas contained in them, and we've learned that throughout history too. FFRF has been attacked in many creative ways over the years, and I think this is probably the most intellectually abhorrent, and it's not going to work. FFRF does not bow down to bullies. This is not going to cow us in any way, shape, or form. We're going to continue to do the great work that we do, continue to challenge and fight Christian nationalism.
Greg responded by tweeting, "Oh please, the FFRF says we will not be bullied. You sent me the book and personally wrote in it that I'm a homophobic bigot and a wife beater. First, those are both lies. Second, stop playing the victim. Y'all shot, I shot back. Set up that debate." Which is kind of odd because Pastor Greg Locke was the one who initially made a fuss about the FFRF's commercial. And technically, all that Seidel said was,
even homophobic bigots and wife beaters can change.
Which is true. The fact that Greg thought he was talking about him is kind of telling. Now, Greg had complained that my video on the topic was one-sided. Yeah, it was an interview. But for the sake of fairness, I offered to host a structured debate between the two of them. Andrew told me on the phone that he'd be willing to engage if Greg would actually read his book. Otherwise, it'd be as fruitless as playing poker with someone who doesn't know the rules. Andrew has studied both sides thoroughly, and unfortunately, Greg burned his homework. And I don't think that Andrew's gonna send you another free copy this time, Greg, so if you want to salvage your tattered reputation at all, you're gonna have to buy it. And this time, read it. Or is your ego so big that you're terrified of being wrong and your position so fragile that you have to shelter yourself from new ideas? Curiosity coupled with a healthy dose of skepticism is the best policy. That's why I always tell people at the end of my videos to dare to be curious, but don't drink the Kool-Aid.